What is the price of a 15-minute Y lift, and does it last 2 years?
Thank you for your question. You're asking how much is a 15-minute Y lift and does it last for 2 years? Well, certainly I can help you with this question. My background, I'm a board-certified cosmetic surgeon and a fellowship-trained oculofacial plastic surgeon and certified Y-lift provider, and actually the first person to be trained by the inventor of the Y-lift on the method. And I'll answer this question first by helping you understand what it is, because it is really remarkable and it does fill a very important void in the in the options we have for helping people with facial aging issues. So to begin with, let's just understand the basic concept. A Y lift is not a surgery. It is the use of injectable fillers, specifically hyaluronic acid fillers, such as Juvederm and Voluma, and it is a concept that takes a little bit to understand, and is referred to as structural volumizing. And for years, I was always very critical of non-surgeons who would claim that they could do something called a liquid facelift, because essentially what they were doing is combining some kind of Botox or neurotoxin with some injectables to address the volume loss in the face, but it's not really lifting. When you think about a facelift, the intention of a facelift is not just to vertically lift, but it's also to create definition. As we get older, we get jowls, we get sagging, we lose we get laxity of the neck. So we want to restore definition and angularity to the face. The Y-lift procedure is the use of these injectables at a deeper level below the facial muscles and above the facial bones, which has much more strength than placing the filler in a more superficial area in terms of giving that definition. Now, the Y-lift on the face is essentially focused on improving cheekbone definition, the vertical part of the jawbone definition, the angle and the jawline improvement, and even can create the effect of like a chin implant. When combined, it can have the effect of looking like a facelift. And there is so much skepticism about the validity of the Y-lift that many well-informed colleagues in every specialty of cosmetic surgery just don't believe that it works. And very often they'll say these photos are manipulated, or that they are really surgical facelifts. But I can tell you firsthand that that's not true. When you ask about price, you have to understand that the price does depend on several factors. When someone comes in for a consultation for Y-lift in our practice, we don't automatically say that let's do the whole thing. Y-lift in so many ways is also a method which really allows someone like myself to provide solutions to segments of the face that would benefit from this Y-lift procedure, but more specifically. For example, patients who have good jawlines who want more cheek volume will limit the procedure to the cheek area. You can understand that when you look at these before and after pictures, they actually look like they don't look like they had too much filler put in their face. They don't look pillowy because it's structural volumizing and not soft tissue volumizing. So I think that the next step for you is to actually meet with a Y lift specialist and learn about whether or not it's the right procedure for you, and then get an estimation of the number of syringes needed and the cost based on that. As far as the longevity is concerned, it can last up to 2 years, but we do invite patients to come back on a regular basis just to see if they need a little bit of enhancement. Because this is structural, it's below the muscle, it is very straightforward to take a few minutes and to place the filler and do it in this very elegant, beautiful method that really bridges the gap between soft tissue filling and surgical facelifting. So it really is a great technique. It's just a matter of whether or not it's right for you. So I hope that was helpful. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you for your question.